The Antiope-D is one of the most popular SMG in the current meta, but there's another legendary SMG that has some really similar stats, and that is the Adjudicator. This submachine gun can be obtained in Trials of the 9 packages. Some are saying that the Antiope-D is the best option, while some are saying that the Adjudicator is as good or better. If we break down stats and perks, and other than personal preference, let's see which one is better. First of all, let's talk about how you get these weapons. The Antiope-D can be obtained by ranking up with the gunsmith. It is pretty hard to get since there's a pool of 24 weapons that you can get from ranking up, so it might take a long time before you get it. For example, I got mine after ranking up with the gunsmith around 80 times. Now the Adjudicator. You can get this weapon by playing Trials of the 9 and ranking up with that faction. It shares a pool of 12 items in the Trials packages, so it is technically easier to get it since there's less options in these packages than the gunsmith. Also, in Trials, if you get enough wins, you usually have the possibility to select one weapon based on 3 choices. The SMG can be available that way too. For example, as the making of this video, the Adjudicator is part of the 3 weapons you can get after getting 7 wins on your card. Doesn't matter if you have losses, all you need is 7 wins. Of course, if playing Trials is not possible for you, or that you have hard time getting wins, it might be very hard to get. But if Trials is not a problem, you should be able to get this weapon pretty easily. This round is a draw. The Adjudicator can be guaranteed drop depending on the week in Trials. Getting 7 wins on a card can be quite hard though. If you're having a hard time finding people for playing this mode, I suggest using the DestinyLFG.net website. I guess the Antiope-D is more accessible since everyone can rank up with the gunsmith, but I heard some people saying that they opened 100 packages and never got that weapon. Sadly, that is how RNG works. Now let's talk about the base stats. I got them from destinytracker.com by the way. Here's the stats for the Antiope-D. The sights are GB Iron, that increases your handling speed, SC Hollow increases range but reduces handling speed. I would go with SC Hollow to get more range. The perks are Ricochet Rounds, which will give you more range and more stability. Tactical Mag will give you 2 more bullets but take off some range and stability and will increase reload speed. I would go with Ricochet Rounds, especially to get another boost to range. And finally, Kill Clip. Reloading after a kill grants increased damage. Now let's analyze the Adjudicator. The barrels are Chambered Compensator, Corkscrew Rifling, and Polygonal Rifling. I would go with Corkscrew Rifling because it gives you a boost to range and stability. Perks are Slideways, that reloads part of your mag and boosts handling and stability after sliding, and Hipfire Grip, that increases accuracy and stability when firing from the hip. I would go with Slideways. Hip firing is not what you want to do most of the time. And finally, Dynamic Sway Reduction. When holding down the trigger, your weapon will become more accurate over time. Honestly, I have no idea what it does. It doesn't seem to be giving more stability over time, so maybe you get more range to land shots with more precision from far away. Really hard to tell. Keeping in mind I selected the perks that are the best for both weapons in my opinion, I will now compare optimal stats. As you can see, the Antiope-D stands out in the stats that matters the most. Sure, you get 1 more bullet in the mag with the Adjudicator and a tiny bit more stability, but there's a lot more range with the Antiope-D, and that's what you want to go for with an SMG, because they're usually bad at range. The only stats that are better with the Adjudicator is the stability by 2 points, handling speed by 11, and the mag size by 1. Stats wise, the Antiope-D wins this round. Now let's talk about the main perks. The Antiope-D has Kill Clip, and the Adjudicator has Dynamic Sway Reduction. And this is what makes this gun so deadly. Kill Clip is insanely good. Body shots with this weapon does 16 damage, and headshots 20. With kill clip active, you deal 20 to the body and 26 to the head. So basically, body shots are dealing the same damage as headshot. That's totally crazy. It is so good. Since it's a close range weapon, you should get in situations where there's more than one guy after you kill the first one. So this perk, compared to maybe having a bit more range, or what Bungie calls accuracy with the other SMG. To me, the kill clip perk makes this gun win from the start. Even if the Adjudicator had more range, I would still go with the Antiope-D. Again, the Antiope-D wins this round hands down. Does that mean that the Adjudicator is bad? Not at all. It is a super good weapon. The goal of this video is to compare two really similar weapons and trying to identify what makes one better than the other. Again, the winner is the Antiope-D. If you're looking for some tips to get that weapon, click the image on the screen right now. It will send you to a video where I'm giving tips that might help you get it. I hope you found this video helpful. It took a while to make, so if you did, leaving a like would be greatly appreciated. You can also subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.